Welcome to the Monday edition of Take 5 for Torah. Today is June 30th, and we are discussing an event that took place, or that will take place, one day this week. And in fact, we are doing yesterday. Yesterday was the 3rd of Tammuz, and on this day, I think in modern days, everyone knows this is the day that the Lubavitcher Rebbe passed away, but we're staying in Tanakh. And Gimel Tammuz is actually a very important day on the Jewish calendar. It's on all the calendars, although the date is not mentioned in the Tanakh. This is the day, according to Chazal, that Yehoshua performed what may be the greatest miracle ever performed by a human being in the entire Tanakh. And I am including the 10 plagues. I am including the splitting of the sea. What miracle am I talking about? Shemesh be'givon dom v'yoreach be'emek ayalon. The background is that Yehoshua, according to the Yerushalmi and Vayikra Rabbah, sent 4 letters to all the nations of Canaan. There were 32 nations. The Medrash says 3 letters, but one of them had 2 parts, so it really could be 4. But the letters were essentially saying that we'd like to live side by side with you if you keep the 7 Noachide laws, the 7 mitzvahs b'nei Noach. Don't lop off pieces of an animal. Believe in the rule of law. Don't kill. Don't cause damage, and don't steal. And do not, we say, bless God euphemistically, and do not worship idolatry. So and do not have sexual deprivations. So those 7 things, if you can keep those 7 things, then we'll live side by side with you. We'll come to terms and we'll live in peace. And if you keep 613 mitzvahs, we will accept you as brothers and sisters. The other 2 choices, you can choose 2. You can leave, because we're coming back to where we came, or you could fight. Now, according to some narratives in Sefer Bereshis, we see that Avraham, when he came to Israel, it says, HaKnani oz ba'aretz. The Canaanim were by then in the land, implying that they weren't always there. HaYakovesh ha'aretz mizaro shel Shem. We were there first. The Semites took the Middle East. Yefet went north to Europe. Chum went south to Africa. What is Chum? That's what Canaan is. Canaan is the son of Chum. What's he doing so far up in the Middle East? They took the land from us. Now that we're coming back, so the first Rashi al Torah says the whole world is going to say, listim atem. Some things just never change. They're just ignorant. So we gave them these 4 choices, and only one nation, the Givonim, only one nation accepted it. And by the way, archaeologically, we see that every major city, Chatzor and Hebron, and all the major cities in Israel that were very highly populated in the time of the Exodus, have a layer of archaeological ash indicating a cataclysmic destruction, but not Givon. Givon does not, because the Givonites made peace with us. But that did not sit well with the other Canaanites. 5 Canaanite nations joined together to make a lesson of the Givonim so that no one else should make peace with us. They made peace by that time by tricking us. They came and they made it look like they came from very far. They made their wine look very old. Their bread was crusted with mold. Their shoes, they had holes in them. Their milk and their cheese looked very old. And they said, we came from far. And Yehoshua said, what? Are you sure yet you're from far? Because if you're nearby, I can't make peace with you. Which begs the question, wait a second. Why did they have to trick Yehoshua if they could make peace by just answering the letters? Tosfos asks this question and answers that the choice to make peace was only until we crossed the Yarden. This was too late. This was after the wars are starting to be prosecuted. It's too late to make peace. The only way for them to join us now is through this subterfuge. So even though they tricked us into this, when the other 5 nations came to destroy Givon, they appealed to Yehoshua, who came to save them. And in that battle, the sun started to set. They were escaping. And Yehoshua said to the sun on Gimel Tammuz, so long ago, sun, stay there. Do not set until we finish this battle. This great miracle allowed them to complete the battle. and Givon was saved, and it was a Kiddush Hashem that we made this great effort to save these people, the Givonim. We'll have more to say about them through our study of Shmuel, but for now, this is what happened on the 3rd of Tammuz, so many years ago, Shemesh B'Givon Dom.